don't know.
How did this turn up? I went to click on one of my files and then it just wanted to talk back. It just popped up and now we can't get out of it. What things can happen on phones that are so shit. One of my things besides, getting more spiritual and doing things right to the end because nothing else left to do in such a shithole, is that when it comes to technology, I'm going to make sure if I ever get a badge for the people, that I'm going to make sure that we make our own technology, our own software. We don't rely overseas. We're going to stop relying definitely on important things, just like the other countries do. Why don't we be more like the real countries and make some shit for ourselves and sell it and have it ourselves and sell it overseas like they do, instead of being a pussy country that gets everyone else to do their work? What do you reckon? It's going to be one of my guaranteed to do. God, as far as I'm concerned, God's showing me all the things that I need to do and make sure I stick to it. And I will. It's made me feel it for a while now to make sure that I guarantee do it. You see? And I will. I've been saying it for months now. And there's still, God still going, is it God now? No, I don't think it is. But sooner or later, things come to an end and you know something. Now, hopefully Emma doesn't have a fit by trying to get this to go, but I can guarantee you can get anyone, definitely the rich, right? Now, anyone in some sort of cool mood, I'll prove it too by getting some of this technology later or making it happen if it doesn't work for them then. Fuck them over with shit and go, you just can't there's no way out of it. I want you to fix that and it won't let you do it. And then I'm going to tell them they've got to fix it. They can't stop until they do it. I want to see how they handle it. I bet you in the end, they'll be going, what the fuck? What's going on? What the hell? And then I'll tell them all about why technology needs to be fixed. You see? Because it's all about money for them. And I'm going to make technology all about us or don't have it. You see? Not all about money and let you be the experiment. That'll be against the law. Here in Australia. With my badge. You get it? Heart badge. I call that one. And it does decisions on real facts and what it's been through. And I'll always have videos and stories to prove big things I talk about. When I go hard, I'll make sure I got 100% facts of other people's stories, including my own. So we can shove it right up whatever we complained about's ass. That's how you do it, people. You don't talk about it. You don't hope for it. You go to a house where they just argue about it. Huh? You go straight to the people. You get the people to agree 100%. Then you go talk to them and go, well, everyone agrees. And if you don't, you're not going in next. What you going to do? You going to yell at me? Or are you going to put it through? That's what you say, people. But you always make sure you have your facts and you just leave it at that. You can go talk to the news, you can talk to the people, go back to question time and go, look, I'm about to repeat again for the people because you guys are useless. And then do your work. It's not too hard to agree. You either agree with them, they've got the right thing, or you show the right thing. It's not too hard. Definitely with a bit of research. But you know what's too hard these days? When money floats around and friends. That's how I see it. You got to keep that out of business. Anyway, this has been going for about 15 minutes beforehand. I thought I'll chuck on the record to save it to talk about in the future. It's alright, if you want to have a fit, Emma, have a fit, because this is the whole thing about my study. Just saying. I've been there before, and I'm just saying to everyone
I'm
right
not going to
now.
have a fit over the phone.
I would have had a fit too, because if you get to a point where you can't fix things and things just pop up with no reason,
I don't know.
it drives you nuts, and all you got to do is just throw it away or give up. And what's the point of having it? No, but that's how much it dominates you.
I cannot even find settings. I can't even get into it.
So what's happened? What would you call that?
I don't know. I keep saying it's like some talk back
I know
activation
what it
thingy.
is.
But yeah, I don't know.
What would you call that? Go and load in a YouTube file, go and do your thing, and that
Don't
pops
know.
up. And I've had many things like that. Huh? I would call that technology's totally shit and unreliable.
Obviously.
Or I would call it a hacker. People who go through constant things that are hacking, because I can show you other videos, people, constant fuck ups. And you know what? Before I got on YouTube, I never had these problems. Or 6 months into YouTube, didn't have it. Then all of a sudden, boom. And I've had many phones having the problem. So what would you come up with that conclusion? If you're smart, you would come up with one conclusion: hacker, right? You're getting hacked. It's different devices. You didn't have it before. Now you're getting it. There are things to fuck with you. You're watching things that like to talk about hacking and fucking with you. So it all makes sense, doesn't it? It'd be top priority to go check it out, wouldn't you? Because I don't have a badge, that means you just got to take it up the arse. What people do. You just take it up the arse, buy your phone, do this, run around. And that's what they like you to do. It's sad. Besides the inflation problem we're having and all that, it's all caused by the same group, really, in the end, all working together for an outcome. And it's not a good one. And if you look back in history, you'll see the inflation, the problem all the time, because it's exactly what I said. It's see how much they can bleed you dry before you start right and make you look like shit. Then they'll fix it, make themselves look good, right, for you. And really, it's the system all around the world that's doing it. Now, how are you going to fix it, people? And that's all I've got to say. I've said that so many times. You know what? You won't ever be able to do it. We're already screwed, and that's my opinion. So you can give me whatever you want. As far as I'm concerned, good luck with fixing things. And leaders have said that all the way back. Go back and question time. Go back 20 years, 15 years. You'll hear the same thing about our health and housing and all this stuff. And we can't even get the simple shit right. But you'll see all these priorities of technology and all this other shit that we don't really need happening, but not the things we need. It's amazing. And I can debate how much the devil's winning when it comes to all the things that he would want to get control and dominate you and be in a little group, in his little group, and how well it'll work for him, and how we don't have a God and nothing's here to protect us, and we've just got that. I'm happy to debate that in many, many, many different sections, and people are all around the world. So that's scary. That also makes religion want to collapse. How did you get it back?
When you must have pressed the side buttons, you activated a talkback thing. There's a talkback thing on a button here. I just thought I'd just try.
The side button as I was holding.
Yes, if you hold both of them, it will activate a talkback thing. For obviously for people that are not very good at spelling.
So after you've activated, how'd you get it off?
How do I get it off? Well, I didn't activate it, but...
So after it was...
Activated, yes.
After it was activated...
All I did was push on these two buttons, because I thought maybe you might have accidentally pushed on something, so I used my common sense, and I thought I'd just push on it just in case, because I was like, alright...
So it took you a half an hour to get that common sense, eh? But after many tries...
Yeah, because you think it would let you get into your settings.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything,
because, you know, your settings are down somewhere here.
Yeah.
And I couldn't pull that down.
Yeah, it wouldn't let us do it in. It wouldn't even let me reboot. Let's imagine you got one done. And usually when you reboot,
Oh no, it could let you reboot. You just got to press on things twice. It kept telling you.
When I showed you, I was going press.
Yeah, it kept doing dodgy things now and again. It wouldn't do it. And it kept going.
Yeah, whatever.
It's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I know. But still.
I'd keep doing.
Very weird, eh? Very weird.
But you must have accidentally, when you hold a button,
you activated it. To deactivate it, only way
all
to
I
do
did
it
was press on these two, and then it said, "Talkback accessibility off."
Yeah.
It went off.
But it doesn't even tell you how to do that.
I didn't even know how to think.
So lucky you knew how to do that.
Well, I just thought I'd try it.
Yeah, I know.
And I figured it out.
Yeah,
so lucky. Look, you can access See, I couldn't even access all this stuff. You know how when you used to just go like that and all comes up?
Yeah.
I couldn't do
already
that
know.
at all.
I
Yeah,
had a
it
quick
wouldn't
look
let me do
myself,
it.
Evie, and then
But-
I went, I ain't dealing with this shit.
But
and
there you go.
handed it-
So
yeah,
be
just-
careful when you push these two buttons because
all
you
we're
might
getting is-
activate that talk back thing again by
Yeah.
accident.
Hold on.
But it was an accidental activation of talk back by pressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, check out the number.
But yeah.
And I was just putting in these numbers earlier in the microwave and having feelings. But anyway, numbers don't mean shit, really. If you don't have a team to suss it out, you'll just get a little bit like that show 9, isn't it? Or 7 with, what's his name? And he goes absolutely crazy over numbers. Tell you, I nearly felt like that once when you see these coincidence
I
numbers
think it
and
was 7.
meanings, and you look up the meanings, and in the end, they don't mean anything. And they're just coincidence, and the more you look, the more you can see sometimes. So until you have a team, you don't study anything really. You just go, yeah, whatever, put it in the corner.
Well, there you go. It's all fixed now.
Yeah, see ya.